The CPI numbers came out, FOMC happened, and the market started to tank. Let's take a look at my portfolio. What's up, family? Thank you for stopping by. My name is Mark. If you haven't done so yet, please subscribe. This is a channel where I go over a bunch of stuff, just to be honest. Let's get straight into it. We're going to go over my portfolio. I love E-Trade. That's the reason why I do it on E-Trade, especially when it comes to anything trading on vertical spreads or cover calls. I just prefer E-Trade. I love Thinkorswim, but E-Trade, I've been on there a lot more recently, and I actually like the app on the phone, hence the reason why I'm going to do this on the phone and share it with you guys. I think the actual desktop version is just not as clean for me, at least. This is the only way I know how to do it, okay? Just give me a break. But anyways, without further ado, let's get into my portfolio, my last portfolio overview for 2022.
It's Brittany, bitch.
All right, the first thing you will see here, especially if you've been following my channel, I have a few new stocks put in here. And what you've also noticed is that I'm up 68% on Apple, 34% on Carvana, 73% on Norwegian Cruise Lines, and 10% on Warner Brothers. But I'm gonna talk about those because those are actually trades. They're not shares that I bought. Let's cover the shares that I got first. I got Amazon, I'm down 2.49%. Berkshire, still doing a really good job. Honestly, y'all, if you don't have Berkshire in your portfolio, why not? Take a look at it. I think it's a great asset to have within your portfolio. It's has weathered out this storm relatively well. And to be honest, if I could go back in time, it would be three stocks that I would love to have added into my portfolio: Berkshire, Pepsi, and Procter & Gamble. I would have had those. As you can see, I don't have Pepsi or Berkshire or Procter & Gamble yet because they haven't hit my price target yet. And it just seems like it's never going to happen. Next is I have Disney. I'm down 2.53% on Disney. Google down 4.77%. Mattel down 4.36%. That was actually doing better than I expected, to be honest. My daughter picked that one. Still down on Meta, 59%, but I've actually been trading off of Meta. I've been taking a few trades here and there to get a couple $100 back from the money that I invested into it because it's ugly, but you know, Meta hopefully will come back sometime soon in the next, I don't know, 15 years. They got Microsoft, which is always fluctuating between being down 2% to being up 2%. So right now I'm at 0.11%. I bought Tesla finally. I know the guy, the Tesla bear, the guy has been saying it's going to go to 150, and it finally did. Well, I also had levels set up for Tesla and where I was comfortable in buying in, even if it dips further. There was a demand zone at 188, so I bought one share at 188. That demand zone clearly failed, and it kept going down, and then I had a hard support at 165, and that's where I bought the other share, and now it's in the 150s. And me and Mo on Money Market Truth, we've been saying for a while it's gonna go to 150s. The next level is gonna be 100. We both think that it's gonna go to the 60s. He thinks it's gonna go to the $60 range next year. I was thinking maybe a couple years from now, but we'll see what happens. I mean, Tesla's a really weird one. I only have 2 shares now. I'm not planning on buying anymore unless it hits $100. I will probably add 2 shares, and then I will actually start buying consistently in Tesla if it's in the $60 range, because I still think it's a relatively good company. It's just highly overvalued. It really is. And if you think I'm crazy, by all means, watch some of my videos. I gave you guys all the red flags to look out for, and it seems like they're coming to fruition quite a bit. So for all the bag holders out there, I'm sorry, sucks for you. Anyways, next is TSM. That one was kind of a little bit risky. I talked about it on Money Market Truth. I do like it. Warren Buffett has it in his portfolio. Out of all the chip sectors, when I was analyzing them, that's the only one that seems to have the most profit. And clearly, they're also building a factory here in the United States. Hence the reason why I ended up buying some shares into it. Only got like 2 shares, so I'm scaling in slowly because I still think this is going to go down further. Plus, it's a Taiwanese company, and any issue with China and America makes me feel somewhat uncomfortable. But when it comes to AMD, Nvidia, TSM, MU, Intel, I like TSM out of all of them. The biggest issue really is the fact that it's essentially Chinese. Not to try to, whatever. I know the Taiwanese people are like, we're not Chinese, but you know what I mean. It's too close to China. It's kind of risky, so that's why I'm scaling in slowly.
Can you give us a chance?
Your organization is terrible.
You're attacking our news organization.
Your organization is terrible.
So let's talk about How am I up on Apple? Let's click on that real quick and show you. I'm actually doing a vertical bear call spread. Again, a vertical bear call. I never heard of that before until probably about 2 months ago or so. I've been practicing and I have been doing really well with it. So this was the first one that I tried. I did a January one, and right now I'm up $77, 60 overall, 68% of the money that I collected from it. And once it expires, I can close out of this now, honestly, and basically takes the 68% of the 100% that I collected. But this is basically they're giving me a premium for what I did here. So my goal is to try to get as much of the premium as possible, so I don't have to give anything back. But if I wanted to, I could close this and still make money. But it wasn't too expensive. I think overall I invested $113 is what I collected, and I'm almost there. So I'm just hanging on there just to see like what happens. And in the future, I'm going to start increasing the contract size that I have. It said that this was a 98, I think it was 98 or maybe 85% probability. Essentially, I don't want Apple to go above 155 by January, which I don't think it's going to. I think my break even is actually 157. I don't think it's going to reach there by January. Hence the reason why I did this one. It was an easy way to collect $100. Just being real. So I got that going on right now. Carvana was a covered call. And I know people think I was crazy. I mentioned Capital Mindset before. I am in that group. I listen, I stay real quiet, but the guy is really good at analyzing stocks. And I even asked him, like, what do you think about Carvana and trading it? And he was like, I don't know. It's kind of risky. I know some people do that. He's done it before with certain stocks, but he's like, I don't think so. Even my homie Zay was like, that's very risky. And I know, but the thing is this, I'm using it as a trade. Just knowing the trend of the market and psychology of how people react sometimes. This is a crap company, clearly. It's probably gonna go bankrupt soon, but it sold off of just news that it may go bankrupt. It sold off 48% in a single day. Last time I saw something like that was Snap. And I remember looking at Snap and I was like, do I wanna buy Snapchat and just trade this real quick? This would be easy money, but I was like, I'm a little nervous. It was like, I think $9 or $8 range around that time. I was like, I don't want to spend $800, $900 and it ends up going down another $4 or something. So I kind of want to stay away from that, but it literally bounced back the very next day. It bounced up like, I think $2 or $4 or $5, something like that. It went crazy. This one, clearly, I saw Carvana. It was at $3.80. Let me open it up. Let me ungroup this real quick. It was at 380 cents when I really started paying attention to it, and I bought 100 shares at $3.94. And I have done 3 cover calls on it so far and collected premium. So now what it doesn't show here, this is what sucks, what I always say about cover calls, you have to manually track it. It's not going to show you my real cost basis at this point. For this strategy, the cover call I'm in right now is showing my cost basis is at $3.42. But in fact, like I said, I've done this 3 times already. My real cost basis is in the low 2s, like the $2 range. That's how low it is right now. And that's the reason I was able to do another cover call, one that I waited for people to buy it up like I expected. When it went over $5.50, I did the $5 cover call, and now I'm just sitting here collecting the premium. It expires next week. If it doesn't drop below $5 by next week, I will roll this out and I will milk it to the point where I can't milk it anymore. But it's been pretty good. I have made over I think it's close to $200 off of this right now, just off of cover calls alone. So yeah, so we'll see what happens with this one. Hey, look, I'm cool with riding this bad boy. I really am. I'm cool with it. Again, my cost base is like $2 some change. I could put a stop limit. If the stock ends up dropping another 48% or something like that, I'll still be good. I make money off of it. So it is what it is. Next is the Norwegian Cruise Lines. I talked about this before in my previous one. I've had this one for 6 months. I'm just milking it. That's the reason why I'm still up right now significantly. I actually want Norwegian Cruise Lines to go back below $12.50 so I could actually keep the shares and do another cover call, but loving it. And then Warner Brothers was the last one that I added. I did a cover call. This is my very first cover call, and I collected a premium of $131. Same thing, Warner Brothers, and with some bad news, it completely collapsed. It dropped significantly in a single day. I bought 100 shares. I actually like the company. I don't like them right now. I like them in the future, but at the price where it was at, I bought 100 shares at $9.68. I was comfortable getting in at that price. And I was comfortable with doing cover calls because I didn't think it was going to drop significantly lower than $9.68. So I got this cover call. I think if you group it together, my cost basis for this now is $8.37. So as long as it doesn't go below $8.37, I'm gonna make a profit off of this. This one cover call expires in January. So yeah, I do like Warner Brothers, and that's pretty much all I have in my portfolio. Again, y'all, this is just my strategies. One of my portfolios is the one I share with y'all. It's my Play Money account. As you can see, it's not doing the greatest overall performance on it. I am down nearly like 40% because of Meta, and I had Square in there, and I took an L on Square, I sold Square, and I took a $2,000 some loss on it. And my kids are in the background screaming and yelling, completely disrespecting the fact that I'm shooting a video for y'all. But until next time, y'all, please give me a thumbs up, share this video, and subscribe if you haven't done so yet. Until next time, have a happy New Year's. Peace.